These are the new apps to check out on your Apple Watch for the month of May. So if you enjoyed these series, make sure to leave this video a like. Starting off with number 1, and that is Snake.io. It's a free to download app. If you ever had a Nokia and you used to play Snake a lot, you'll find that it's even more addicting when you can actually use the digital crown as you see right here. So again, similar concept, actually exactly the same concept as Snake. You just collect those balls until you make your snake bigger and you just try not to collide. Now, of course, the style is a lot different than the classic snake. But concept is still there. Just get super lengthy as much as possible by collecting balls. And then try to avoid other snakes. And then just beat your high score. The game is free to download. And it's quite enjoyable. And really does utilize the massive screen real estate space that's found on the Ultra 49mm display if you have one. But regardless, I played on normal Apple Watches and there's plenty of screen space to really enjoy this game. So that's Snake.io in a nutshell. I'm gonna kamikaze on this thing real quick. See if this works. If I can trap it like Tron, come on. Try to pull like a Tron move right now. Ah, they collided. Well, more for me. That was a close one. Snake.io, people. Moving along. Ha, I took one out. Now this next app is called Roughly the Time in Word. It's a free to download app, and what it basically allows you to do is use complications on most watch faces to like give you a text layout of the time. As an example, I took the liberty and changed this one. So it says it's about 20 past. So 1:23. So yeah, 1:20 past is the written time for this. So basically it just allows you to have this funnier, like old school vibe, time telling ability to like troll your friends, or just remove your time entirely if you want to have a written text of the time instead of the actual number. So it only supports certain watch face complications, like not the circle ones. This one would not work. It only work with like watch faces that have like a support for a large complication, or like the infograph. So if we add this one and we go into complications, we select the main one and we go back and look for roughly. Here it is. Roughly. Tap exit. 25 past 1. And yeah, that is about the correct time right there. So yeah, it's a cool little fun, free to download, definitely unique app that somebody could easily get a kick off this Apple Watch face. Moving along. This next one is one that just became public, as previously it was just a beta test, and I featured it in the past, and that is Align Navigation. So here we have the compass. We are using the digital crown. We want the top portion of our compass to be, let's pretend like we're either holding a steering wheel or a bike handle. So while I'm riding, I want the compass, or I mean my map, to be facing this way. So here we go. We tap to confirm, and now you need to go on your main iPhone and launch the native app to that in order to set the destination. And then select the destination. You can either type in the place name or enter the coordinates if you like. So now it has loaded in my screen, and now I have turn-by-turn directions right here. Unfortunately, this will be blurred on my end because privacy, of course. I don't want people to know exactly where I live. But by starting navigation, what we're supposed to do was supposed to set the navigation display on your Apple Watch to stay at that orientation where you selected where you want north to face. So as you're rotating your steering wheel, riding your bicycle, you can always just view it all right there instead of having to manually lift up your wrist and actually look at it. It's pretty unique and very revolutionary. Now you may have noticed a bunch of codes in the beginning of the video, and still throughout the entire video. They can redeem and get this app for free on the Apple App Store and have this app installed. So there's 50 of them, and the rest should be in the video description down below. So redeem this code and download this app for free. So I am a user of action cameras. The one I primarily use is always typically Insta360 as well as GoPros. Now, I have the GoPro 11. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, they removed the GoPro companion app, which sucks. I used to love the capability to freely just hit record or end recording right here off my Apple Watch, instead of traveling with a clicker that they used to provide. Well, this is a nice companion app that allows you to resolve this issue. And this app is called Action Camera Control, basically. It's a one-time purchase of $5, and once you open it up here, I'll go through the whole setup procedure. So tap to add camera. I have my Hero 11 right here. So let's see if it searches. If it doesn't work, we're gonna try to activate Bluetooth control. for it. So it looks like we are going to have to do that. So we're going to troubleshoot. We have a Hero 11. Let's see if it walks us through everything we need to know. It's already powered on. Swipe down display. It does look like it's going to walk us through everything we need to know, which is quite awesome. Swipe left in the display. All right, so far so good. Tap preference. All right. Everything seems to be consistent, even for an older model GoPro. Tap wireless control. I'm sorry, connections. And then step 6, tap control device. And now we gotta tap connect devices right here. And then select GoPro quick app. All right. And tap continue. So I'm assuming we're good here. Oh yeah, here it is, connected. And now we have GoPro connectivity right here. We just have to connect, and now we successfully connected our GoPro to the Apple Watch. And from here, let's see what we have. We have storage information on like rings, very similar to like activity. And if I swipe over here, I can add additional cameras, which is quite awesome. I can enable GPS or disable GPS. I can also turn off the GoPro from here. And then tap here will allow me to record on demand and end recording. And as you see, it's super responsive. And if we scroll down, I love this layout. It's pretty easy to read and navigate. You can switch between photo and video by just tapping on the screen right here. Even time-lapse support, which I wasn't expecting to have that ability, but it does. But then you also can monitor the battery life percentage exactly, the storage, how much you have, preset. And let me see if I can change the preset. I can switch between the different profiles that's already created. That's pretty awesome. And I can also play the Find My camera in case I just lost it somewhere. And it is sound the alarm and disconnects options right here. This is definitely an amazing app if you are a GoPro user. So the list goes all the way down to GoPro Hero 8, all the way to the 12, as well as the latest GoPro Max. Not bad. Now, if you have an Insta360, the Insta360 app still exists. So a quick rundown on how that works. By simply tapping on it, we could just launch it, and it's also a free download app because just like this is the native one from Insta360, so you don't have to pay a one-time purchase or anything like that. And then just select the camera that you're trying to connect to. So we want to reconnect to our Ace Pro right here. Very similar options. We can see our battery life percentage right here, storage capacity, and it also shows us the megapixel sensors, the settings that we have for the camera. But if you tap the camera icon, you can switch between the different camera modes that it has. And I believe you slide, yes, you have your video selection as well, including pure shot. And it will automatically switch right here. No preview again, but I mean, it's really responsive. The camera is indeed recording, and it will end recording right here, and it will all be saved right here on our Insta360. And it also rotates depending on the situation you're in. And of course, you can tap on the resolution. You can actually select the resolution you want to shoot at all right here without switching between profiles like the GoPro did. But even the profiles was not anything bad or disappointing. I kind of like that ability. But it's pretty basic. Not a cool UI like the GoPro one did, but that one's just third party, and that third party did an excellent job. But even this first party would be more than enough. Now the next app is called Giraffes, and to give you a quick rundown, it's not only free to download, but if we scroll down, you can have this as a complication for depending any watch face really, and you got your capability to use dictation to type in notes because that's what this app allows you to do. It's a quick to easy to use app for like situations where you need to study, your flashcards, or you need cheat sheets at work to like know the specs of a product you're trying to sell, as you could just always go in your inbox and select the note that you've written either on your iPhone or on your Apple Watch, and you can just view your notes right here on your display. You could flag it important or add hashtags for certain categories you want to organize it, or remove it all entirely and just throw it in the trash. Again, this is an amazing app because there's no ads just out of nowhere selling you stuff, and it's free to use. It's really easy to like do stuff on here, and the beauty again just allows you to take quick notes right here on your wrists. Noted, of course. Again, I can also use dictation too, and then just like that, it's saved on our wrist right here. And if you use dictation or your Apple Watch doesn't support a keyboard, you could use dictation, scribbles, even supports Flick Type, the third-party app, if you have this installed on your Apple Watch. So like a Series SE as an example, which does not support keyboard control, you could download a third-party one that will allow you to actually take notes right here off your wrist. But again, you can always use your iPhone to launch the native app to that, and actually type up notes and then view it all right here on your wrist, as it does synchronize all together. Now for my active parents out there, especially if you are an active person who likes to track their steps but on a scroller, you see the Apple Watch app will track your steps, but I've noticed if you have your hands in forward motion like a shopping cart, it's not going to accurately count your steps. But this is where this app comes in play. It's free to download, but before I get started and show you how it works, I do want to mention it is free for 30 days because they do have a free 30-day trial. Now, I don't have a kid, so I really can't test this out, but the reviews on this app has been fantastic. But again, there's a 30-day free trial, and after that, it's about $1 a month. And then you could get the unlimited access, which is a one-time fee of unlimited usage for the app, which I think it's fair if you, especially if you find this data information super useful. So $10 technically is how much this app is, but it's nice they give you like a free usage for a month to see if this app really does work for you. So you can just start scroller, and then basically it's synchronized with your Apple Health as well as your Apple Activities, fitness tracking and stuff, all that data, as well as monitor your heart rate. I'm getting excited, my heart rate's going up. But as you end it, you'll actually see it summarizes the workouts, the total steps, and it works. Based off the reviews I've been seeing, I haven't yet personally tested this out because I don't have a kid. Unfortunately, not yet. Maybe sometime in the future. The missus and I are discussing about it. But it synchronizes everything like the official one from Apple. So this is definitely a nice little app for those who enjoy being active, especially with your little one, or if you're at Disneyland too. So definitely a cool little unique app right here. I highly recommend checking out. Again, the name is Scroller Steps, but I'll have it in the description for you. There you guys have it. Those are some amazing apps you can download right now for the month of May. Hope you enjoy. If you're looking to download these apps, they'll all be linked in the description down below. And if you found some of these apps useful and beneficial to you, be sure to leave this video a like, as those not only help out the channel, but they also help others find this information as well, so they can actually download some of these useful apps on their device too. So just by simply doing that, you will allow others to also find out these amazing apps, and also help the developers too, as I'm sure they put a lot of time and effort in developing these apps. Let's be real, the reason why I do these videos is due to the fact that it's so hard to find good apps on this clutter of an app store on not just the iPhone, but especially on the Apple Watch. I spend the time in basically trying to find the best unique app that are definitely worth checking out. So if you enjoyed this series, make sure to also subscribe so you don't miss the next upcoming one next month. I'm your host, Eddie. Thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to watch a complete playlist of the previous apps we featured, check it out right over there. Thank you so much for watching.